Subtraction of integers can be done in many different ways. We will try to cover all in this video, so do watch it till the end. In the first method, we will use the simple concept of additive inverse. Let's understand additive inverse. Additive inverse of a number is what you add to that number to get 0. In other words, it is the opposite of that number. For example, we have a number 5. The additive inverse of 5 is minus 5 because when you add both of them, you get 0. Let's use this concept to subtract two integers. 2 minus 5. The first step is to flip the subtraction sign and make it a positive sign, and convert the second integer into its additive inverse. The second integer is 5 and its additive inverse is minus 5. So we have 2 plus minus 5. We learned in the previous video of addition of integers the rules to add two integers. We learned that when two integers have different signs, we actually subtract their absolute values and put the sign of the larger integer. So 5 minus 2 is 3. And 5 is the larger integer and is negative. So we place the negative sign in front of 3. And the answer is minus 3. Let's subtract on the number line now. The first integer is 2 and it will be our starting position on the number line. We learned in our previous video that when we add a positive integer, we move right on the number line, and when we add a negative integer, we move left. So to add minus 5, we walk 5 steps to the left and we reach minus 3. So 2 minus 5 gives minus 3. Let's take another example. Minus 2 minus 5. So the first step is to flip the negative sign into a positive sign and convert the second integer into its additive inverse. So minus 2 plus the additive inverse of 5, which is minus 5. So the rules of addition say when two integers have same sign, we add their absolute values and put the sign of the two integers. So 5 plus 2 is 7 and both integers are negative. So we get negative 7. Let's do that on the number line. The starting position is negative 2, which is our first integer. And when we add a negative integer, we walk left. So to add negative 5, we will walk 5 steps to the left and we reach minus 7. Let's take another example. Negative 2 minus negative 5. So we will flip the negative sign to a positive sign and write the additive inverse of negative 5, which is positive 5. So we have minus 2 plus 5. Since integers have different signs, we subtract their absolute values and put the sign of the larger integer. Subtracting the absolute values of 5 and 2 gives us 3. And 5 is the larger integer and a positive 1. So the answer is also a positive integer, positive 3. Let's do it on a number line. The starting position will be minus 2, which is our first integer. And to add a positive integer, we move right. So we move 5 steps to the right and we reach positive 3. Another way of solving negative 2 minus negative 5 is to understand that 2 times a negative sign gives us a positive sign. So a negative sign outside the bracket and a negative sign within the bracket together gives us a positive sign. Minus minus equals plus. So we have minus 2 plus 5, which equals a positive 3. Let's take our final example of 5 minus 2. 5 minus 2 is 3. Let's subtract it on a number line. So first we will flip the negative sign to a positive sign. And flip positive 2 into negative 2. So we have 5 plus negative 2. 5 is the starting position. And to add a negative integer, we always walk left on the number line. So to add a negative 2, we'll walk 2 steps to the left. We reach positive 3, which is our answer.